This is the Derp Squirrels, and we are playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight. This is pre-recorded, so I can make it look pretty afterwards. I'm joined by Chrismer, For No Reason, and EMP.
Hi.
Say hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, I'll be playing Dakota, cowboy wizard character. She's been wronged by the city guard, and she seeks revenge. EMP?
Yeah, I'm a masculine presenting Lightfoot halfling bard, and I am a charlatan who was absolutely playing fair at poker. Promise.
I'm playing Tala, who is a gnome. She likes to wander around and spread the good word of dice. Dice is the holy thing that exists in an existential realm that dictates all of our actions and movements.
It's a bit meta. I like it. So today, we're doing a one-shot. It's going to be set in the same world as the campaign you're used to seeing, Ice Cold Freedom. Also the same world as the game that I run off of the internet. However, it's going to be set about 130 years before the events of both of those games. In the land of Alethnor. This is an elven kingdom with tyrannical leaders and an extremely hateful, xenophobic population. Anyone who is not an elf, if they commit the smallest infraction, so small as even annoying their neighbor, they are subject to harassment, abuse, arrest, and enslavement. Orcs and half-orcs simply killed on sight. It is a horrible, terrible place. Our players tonight have been enslaved. You get to witness their attempt at escaping to freedom.
Attempt.
Hey, I don't like the way that sounded.
Yeah, that didn't sound too promising.
Attempt?
Yeah.
The
This
holy
has not
dice guide us
been
and follow us
my
faithfully.
first prison that I have unmistakably been put into by accident. This is my first time getting out of one.
Well, my character being a very what is it? Chaotic good character. She's always been on the right side of the law until yeah.
So have I. Absolutely, I've been on the right side of the law. You and I, we are one and the same. Chaotic good. You and I.
Should I put my coin to decide if I trust him or not?
After completing your work for the day, and I put work in quotations, after completing your work for the day, you are escorted by the guards back to your cells, which in this case, you three each have a cell in the same room. And by cell, I mean cage. Very small cage. And by room, I mean a literal cave underground underneath the castle. There's an extensive system of tunnels and caves under the castle where slaves are kept when they're not working. Lately, the three of you have heard rumors of freedom fighters, of a small coalition of half-elves, halflings, and gnomes, and humans that are secretly planning to escape. Now, magic is prevalent in this world. And let's see, how many of you have magic? All three of you have magic. Your magic is dampened when you're in your cells, and the manacles you're forced to wear while doing your work also dampen your magic. You do not wear them when you're in your cages. You would not really be able to do much in your cage, and they need you to survive to be labored. So you were allowed to have your manacles off in your cages. However, the cages themselves are built to dampen your magic.
Okay.
I've been in worse places.
And one of the rumors that you heard was that 2 of the half-elves leading this coalition, Neldor and Aravae, those aren't their real names. These are code names that they're using, so the guards don't know who they are planning on executing the escape tonight. You 3 have not been specifically recruited into this coalition, but through the rumors that you've heard, when the escape is executed, everyone is going to be let free. And you're expecting it tonight. Now, like I said, the 3 of you are in the same room, and there's 2 other cages in there. One of them has a human, the other has a half-elf. Human's a male, half-elf is a female. And just like you 3, none of you are in good shape at the moment. You're always hungry, but never so hungry that you starve to death. You're always thirsty, but never so thirsty that you die from it. You're dirty, but never so dirty that you get, infected or rashes or anything like that. You're just always kept on the brink of serious health issues. So they keep you alive to be labor, but don't take good enough care of you to be comfortable. Now, there is a guard posted outside your room, and again, I put that in quotes because it's basically a little cave. But he is down the hall, in quotes, as it's a tunnel. He's down the hall and out of earshot. So you have some time to talk to each other if you like. You know that the human's name is Richard and that the half-elf's name is Elise. They're both they were brought back with you after doing their work, again in quotes, for the day. When they get back, Richard lays down in his cage, and it looks like he's just trying to go to sleep, ignoring the plate of food next to him as it is covered in mold. You think he's going on a hunger strike based on the fact that he has ignored the last 2 plates that they've given him, and the guards are getting a little unhappy with that. But Elise, she sits down in the corner of her cage, and it looks like she's trying to meditate. What do you do?
I just walk to the back of my little cell. I kind of sit down and rub my hands against the dice and just kind of mutter to myself, praying.
I just go into another corner, grab my coin, and just start flipping it up and down. Yeah.
I am going to try and make conversation with Elise, and I'm going to say something something like, "Hey, Elise.
I'm trying to meditate. You know I don't like talking while I do so."
What you meditating about?
You ask me this every day, and I tell you the same thing every day. I'm just trying to keep myself from going insane.
Yeah.
Why do you ask me the same question every day? Do you think it's going to change?
I'm starved for conversation. What can I say? It's really boring around here. There's only so much I can roll my weighted dice before it rolls the same number every single time.
I'm over here trying to pray.
I mean,
to
I don't
dice.
have weighted dice. What are you talking about? Fine.
Don't bring those foul things around me. They are blasphemistic in front of me. Dice is our savior. They will save us.
Fine, I'll go back to rolling my weighted dice again.
You hear Richard grumble in the corner, "Will you shut up about your dice every day? Same thing. The dice, the dice, the dice."
Well, I got
It's because the
nothing
dice
else.
will save us. They are actions.
Will you just let me starve in peace?
No. There's nothing to do.
Now, question to Raisin, DM to player. Does Tala hear the dice talking to her ever?
She hears ghosts talking to her, well, that others can't see.
Real
And
or
something is
real
swallowing
or
her.
something
Yeah,
is swallowing her?
she is haunted, and that's why one of her dice is black.
Okay.
And spirits do talk to her that no one else can see.
Real spirits or in her head?
Mixture of both.
Okay. So as she's trying to rub these dice and pray to them, she hears a new voice that doesn't sound like the other ghosts. It's a voice that doesn't sound masculine or feminine. I don't know the word for that. But there's specific reason why it's like that. But she hears a new voice that says, soon, tonight. Listen.
Does anyone else hear that?
Gender neutral is the term you're looking for, by the way.
What do you mean, what am I listening to?
I feel like
no one's talking about anything.
Oh, it's not again. Oh, no.
Are you still rolling your weighted dice around?
Well, what else is there to do?
What number are they weighted to come up on?
Well, these particular dice are meant to be dice that I give to another person, and they're meant to make them lose. So they roll snake eyes.
They start rolling. How many sides? There's 6 regular 6-sided dice.
Yeah, it's just a D6. They're just It doesn't specify, but they're probably just D6.
Yeah,
like Yahtzee, something like that.
I was leaving it up to you, whatever kind of dice you wanted them to be, because the game,
well, I've got different dice of different sizes, but at the moment I'm just rolling D6s.
Okay.
And also another added thing, my coin in here, so for some reason, the magic tends to make it want to go to heads all the time. Every single coin flip has been heads this entire time. Just, you know.
The cage dampens the magic, so you're still getting about 50. You have been, up until now, getting 50-50.
Okay.
Rolling with in the cage. So
that works too.
Milo, your dice start coming up 6s. Every time you roll them, they start coming up 6s. And Dakota, your coin keeps coming up heads, but at first it doesn't really stick out to you, because 50-50, you could get 10 heads in a row, but keeps going. And by the time you start counting, you get up there and it's like 12, 13, 14, 15, and it just keeps coming up heads. Which, without magic in your little cage, that shouldn't be happening. You should be getting some tails. And it starts to make you feel like you're going a little crazy, because how could it keep coming up heads? Like, is this really happening?
20,
hey guys, my
21,
dice is not weighted anymore.
22, 20.
Oh no, they're weighted. If you pick them up, you feel
20,
that they're weighted towards 1.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. She decides to put her coin down and just stops.
You hear Richard over in the corner of his cell start mumbling to himself, and you can eventually make out him saying, "No, I don't care. I don't care. I just want to die here. I don't care. I just want to die here." And Elise, in her cell, while she's trying to meditate, her eyes open, and she says, "Okay, now did anybody hear that?"
I look at her and say, yes. Have you been hearing the voices too?
No, I hear the sound of swords clashing and fire exploding and lightning crackling.
What are you all hearing hallucinations today? The only thing I heard was that other chick counting up to 30. Don't know what that was about.
Hallucinations? No, I've never heard those before. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I
Starts
know that
frantically
I
rubbing
don't
her dice
randomly
even
hear
harder.
noises while in this cell.
She's just staring at the coin for just staring.
You hear from the direction where the guard is down the tunnel hall what sounds like some struggling and a gurgling sound, as if the guard is trying to breathe but can't because there's some sort of fluid stuck in his throat. And then you hear very quiet thud.
Ella gets up and goes to the bars and peers out as best as she could to see what's happening.
I do the same.
I did the same.
A half-elf comes walking down the tunnel. Female. She's a little bit taller than your average female half-elf, about probably 5'9", 5'10". You recognize her as one of the slaves working, who usually works near you. It's entirely possible you've spoken to her before. You don't know her very well. You do know her name, but that is not relevant at the moment because she introduces herself. She says, "I'm Aravae. I'm sure you've heard of me. Have you been hearing the gods as well?"
I ain't been hearing nothing. Heard rumors about you, though.
Yes, I have been hearing them.
I ain't heard nothing.
Richard kind of rolls over. "Yeah, and I keep telling them to shut up, but they won't listen to me." Aravae looks around. Every single one of us has either heard or seen something that we think is a sign from the gods.
Well, then they're about the only thing that could stop this way to die.
They're the only way my dice, well, coin keeps on flipping heads.
She gets a huge grin across her face and says, "Tonight is the night. We're getting out of here. And we're going to kill as many of those bastards as we can on the way."
We're gonna do
May
that.
the
Then I'm
dice
gonna
guide
need.
our actions.
I'm gonna need my hand crossbow for this.
All I need
She
is
says,
my
"Oh.
hands.
"Oh, don't worry. We're going to raid the armory on the way."
All right. There's not much I can do beyond that. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
I can
Dakota looks at her
rehabilitate
coin.
some of the guards.
Dakota looks at her coin, flips it. Heads. I'm in.
And Tala, you said the dice decide our actions. And
May the dice decide our actions and guide our way.
Aravae says, "Well, what are the dice telling you now?"
Dice had told me that this is the night.
My coin's
And
telling me the same.
And she walks up and one by one unlocks all of your cages. And as the three of you walk out, you feel your magic surge back into you.
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh yeah.
She takes a deep breath and closes her eyes, feeling the rush of power regain inside of her. The dice are with me once more again.
My character snaps his fingers, producing a mage hand, and then snaps it again, and the mage hand disappears.
Nice.
My character
At
snaps her
least-
fingers, creates fire, then snuffs it out.
Elise stands up and walks out of her cell, and you can kind of see like a glowing bluish purplish aura around her, and she says, "I'm ready." And Richard grumbles, "Good, go, leave me, let me die." Aravae walks over to him and says, "Come with us, you can be free." And he says, "There is no freedom." She looks at the four of you, the three of you, and Elise. "Unfortunately, we can't save everyone." And she turns and walks down the tunnel. What do you all do?
Come on, Richard. We can get out of here.
Well, I'd probably start sneaking out, sneaky peeky like. He's probably not the only guard, right?
You can assume. And Chrismer, what'd you say?
So try to convince Richard to come out with us.
You try to convince Richard?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to role play or do you want to just roll for persuasion? You can do either one, I don't care.
Roll for persuasion.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Roll what? Side of dice, 20 or what?
Yep. D20, add your persuasion modifier, which you have a +0 on.
11.
11?
Yep.
You make some good points, but there's no way we're getting out of here without dying, so just let me stay in here and die my way.
Oh, that's all I can do.
You're a good
Tala
person.
walks over to him and gently places her hand onto his shoulder and casts Healing Touch.
Why did you do that? Now it's going to take longer for me to starve.
Well, the dice told me. You may have a faster death if you come with us and try to help us against the guard.
What if they don't kill us, but they capture us and torture us?
I've been through
Well,
far
if
worse.
you pick up your weapon, I'm sure that they'll try to kill you instead of heal you.
I've been here for 5 years. You don't know what they're capable of.
The dice do tell us you will have the path to walk.
Oh, shut up about the dice. Just kill me now.
Okay, I'll let my coin decide. Heads, you die. Tails, you live. She flips the coin. I got a coin flip. Tails, you live.
Okay. Now go away.
She shrugs and walks out the door.
Tala takes a big, deep sigh and then follows suit.
As they both get near the door, I kind of whisper at them, "I don't know why you bothered. These guys are a bit of clearly a lost cause."
Ooh.
Oh,
So you get to the end of the tunnel, and Aravae is there. She's looking out of the tunnel as if she's, waiting for someone to come by. Like, not someone helpful, but like if she's waiting to, like as if there's going to be someone, like a guard coming down. And she puts her arm out to her side just as a way to let you know, stop walking. What do you do?
Okay. I am going to preemptively stand behind her so if that any guards come around the corner, they're going to see her and not me because I'm hiding behind her.
Okay.
And as a Lightfoot halfling, I can do that.
Sweet.
and I kind of hide behind everybody else. Although I'm tall.
I follow
so
suit and hide behind Milo.
Okay.
everybody's hiding behind Mila.
Two halflings and a gnome. What else are you gonna do?
So, you can hear some footsteps coming down. Aravae kind of ducks back into the tunnel, puts her finger to her lips, and basically saying, "Be quiet." And an elf walks past, and before the elf can see you all there, she puts her arm around the elf's throat, reaches her dagger around, and stabs them right in the chest, and then gently drops them to the floor. Like, just stone cold. No remorse whatsoever. Just straight up assassinates the dude.
Paula wipes a little bit of the blood that somehow spurted onto her cheek off. Could have made that a little bit cleaner.
Well, I don't have time for that. But follow me. The armory's this way. Oh, I'm sorry. She goes out of the tunnel to the left, which is where the guard came from. And she leads you all down what seems like, as you go, a big circular tunnel with smaller tunnels going off in each direction. And as she approaches each one, she slows down and looks down each one. And you can see her. It looks like she's almost taking a mental note as each one she walks down. And after a few of them, she says, Neldor had this side. He got the slaves out of each one of these. We should be meeting up with him at the armory.
I'm going to listen to see if there's any noises that would stand out.
All right, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Roll the d20.
I get a.
You get +4.
Yeah. Okay. I got +4.
Sorry, I forgot you know how to play this.
So that would be 12. Just listening for out of the ordinary sounds.
You hear some very, very light footsteps. Since you're behind her, you hear them coming from the direction behind you guys. They sound like they're a good ways behind you, and they don't sound hurried. They sound like just normal, casual footsteps.
Hey guys, there's someone walking behind us. I turn toward the passage where I hear the footsteps coming from.
Aravae says, just one? How many do you hear?
Just one guy. He's not running. He's just walking.
Oh, she hands you her dagger. Take him out.
All right. Just I'll try. It's been a while since I've built one of these. Goes over to the side where the opening to the tunnel is, I guess.
Okay.
And just preps himself.
All right. Aravae and the others slowly continue on as you wait for the footsteps coming around, and hiding around the corner in that tunnel, you see an elf. 100% sure it's an elf. There's no question. An elf come around the corner, passing you.
So does he have to roll perception to see if he sees me?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't see you.
And where is he headed?
In the direction that you guys were walking. So he's headed towards the rest of you. You've got the perfect chance to get a good surprise attack on him.
And he's wearing guard uniform?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll sneak up behind him, and I guess I'll try and stab him in the I'll try stabbing him in the kidney.
Ooh,
because that's about my shoulder height as a halfling.
Roll. So it's a dagger, which is finesse. So roll a d20 and add. Oh, you have a dagger. Did you just add that?
She just gave it to him.
Yeah, yeah, she gave it to me.
No, I meant in your inventory. Did you just add it, or was it already?
No, it was there, but I'm guessing that all of my weapons were taken, including my
worked out perfectly.
That would be in the armory, my personal.
Yeah. But that worked out perfectly that you had a dagger in your inventory.
The only thing I smuggled into my inventory into the cell were those loaded dice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, not one, but I'm lucky, so
you can
I
reroll
get to roll again. But I have to keep this next roll.
Yeah.
A 2.
Wow.
So a 2. I'm guessing I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely missed.
I told you.
That's what happens when you don't pray to the dice.
I told you it's been a while since I've held a dagger.
So the elf feels your dagger start to pierce his skin, and he jumps forward and turns around, draws his short sword.
Okay. Can I use a reaction?
Do you have any reactions?
I don't know. It was a stealth attack.
As a reaction, when a creature, you actually can. As a reaction, because
I whiffed.
I rolled a. He turns around and he attacks you with a short sword. I rolled a 15, and that's your AC.
Ooh.
You do have a reaction called cutting words. As a reaction, when a creature you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, you can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration, roll the die, and subtract the number from the creature's roll. You can do so after the roll, before knowing the result, which I don't care if you know the result, because I told you it's my fault.
Well, I said that. Well, I didn't hear the result before I said I was going to use a reaction.
And I don't care about that roll anyway. That's stupid to me. But.
All right, so what do I roll for Bardic Inspiration?
You have yours is a 1d8, and you have 4 uses of it, so you can go ahead and roll a d8. But you can't roll lower than a 1, and I rolled a 15, and that's your AC. So even if you roll a 1 and subtract it, it's a 14, and it misses.
Yeah, I actually rolled a 4 with that d8, but it did use up 1 Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, so it's cutting words. So as the guard turns to hit you, what do you say to him to distract him?
Oh, silly me! I will just be right. I'll be going, and then I run. I'm like, whoops. I mean, I wasn't expecting to miss, so I didn't exactly come up with like a witty one-liner. Right. So it's like, oh, whoops, sorry, so sorry to see that. I'll get going, and then I run as fast as I can, like 25 feet, I think is my run speed, and I run toward where I know the others went.
Okay, he's gonna make an opportunity attack with his reaction since you ran out of his reach, and that's a 14, and it does not hit. And then he's gonna run after you. Since your speed is 25, and that would have been technically your turn. You can dash for 50, so he's 50 feet behind you. So the
attack was a surprise attack, so yeah, I'm just dashing at this point.
So you catch up to them, and he's 50 feet behind you. What do you say to them as you run up to them?
Hey guys, I got some bad news. I missed the dagger, and now the elf is running toward me, but I don't think he saw you. So I hand the dagger back to what's her name? Aravae. I'm like, you know what? I think you're better at this than me. Now, I don't think the guard saw my friends, so he doesn't know how far ahead I am. And as far as the guard knows, I'm the only one he saw.
Oh, okay. Run. The armory is 100 feet that way around the corner. Go, arm yourself, and get ready.
Don't have to tell me twice. And then I just go where she pointed.
Can we see the guard coming down to us?
I was going to say, I'm able to see
right behind me.
Am I able to look back and see them?
Yeah. It's a circular hallway, so it probably would have been right about when he finished saying all that, and she said run, that you would have seen him coming around.
Okay.
So
I'll take an opportunity attack if I can.
That's when someone leaves your reach.
Okay, that's when someone leaves in reach. Okay.
You target well,
not opportunity, but damn, I can't think of the word right now.
Mantra?
When you catch someone off guard.
That would be a surprise attack.
Surprise attack. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
But as he comes around the corner, he sees you. Unless you want to try and hide in a tunnel first.
Yeah, I'll try. No, I won't even try hiding. I take my finger and aim it at him, and I cast a fireball.
Firebolt?
Yeah.
Nice.
2d10.
We got to roll your d20 first.
Wait, yeah, that's right.
D20 plus 6.
So 7 plus 6 is 13.
The firebolt soars near him, or soars towards him, but he dodges out of the way.
Okay.
And he still comes running at you. Now so Dakota stayed to fight the guard. Milo ran towards the armory. What is Tala doing?
Hopefully able to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
And I aim at the guard's face.
That is a dexterity save, so you don't need to roll anything. I do. And I roll.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
okay.
Wow.
Dice were not with me today.
This card was supposed to be the mook that dropped with the first.
Hey, I'm telling you, Milo gets into all kinds of crazy situations.
Oh
This is just
my
par for the course for Milo.
This always happens to me. my powerful villains and monsters go down so easy, and then the ones that are supposed to just fall, they're the ones that last.
Are you kidding? This happens every D&D session I'm in.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Sacred Flame, is that a save or suck? Yeah, it's a save or suck. Okay. So, yeah, Flame-like Radiance descends, but he again dodges out of the way.
This dude's gonna be the final boss. You know that. He's gonna be the final boss.
All right.
You might not escape! Oh my gosh. Okay. Milo, you've gotten to the armory and you've retrieved whatever equipment you want. I gave you studded leather instead of leather. It upped your armor class to 15 instead of 14.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need it.
Probably.
You've gotten your
rapier. I got it by the skin of my teeth.
You've gotten your rapier, your crossbow bolts, and the dagger if you want the dagger. Dakota and Tala, do you want to hit the armory to
Yeah, let's go run towards the armory. Use my bonus action.
Yeah.
To go.
I'm going to try one last time.
Wait. Yeah.
To make a mad dash to the armory.
Okay, so I'll
you
go.
You said
ahead
that they were within range. Is that 5 feet within range?
I'm gonna go ahead and rule that you can run before he gets in range.
Okay, well, I'll make a mad dash to the armory.
I'll try one more time to cast Word of Radiance this time. Are they within 5 feet, though?
I'd say 10 feet, so you can take a step forward and make it within 5 feet.
Okay, I'll take the step forward, go within 5 feet, and cast Word of Radiance. So I guess they have to do a Constitution roll of 15.
Oh, and finally! Somebody gets something.
Okay. Good, so I'm able to blind them with Word of Radiance at least.
You take a step forward, and radiant light comes bursting out of you. How much damage?
5.
The radiant energy sears across his skin, and he falls prone. Not dead, but he falls prone.
Good. I take this chance to mad dash to the armory while he's still blinded.
Okay.
We're just being mad lads now.
I went ahead and gave you scale mail. That actually brings your AC up to 18. That and a shield. Your AC goes
wow.
to 18. Yeah. I did put a mace in there for you, so you
Okay,
can
go ahead and use the mace.
bludgeon fools. Does that sound good?
Yes.
So everybody is equipped. You get to the armory, and as you all suit up and gear up, that guard comes around the corner. His skin burnt from the radiant energy, and he's followed in by 2 more guards. Everybody,
Hi. Sorry.
everybody roll initiative.
I got 19.
15.
Got it too. Awesome.
I got 15, 21.
Dakota got a 21.
Yep.
What was Milo? What was your overall?
Mine was 19.
And Tala, what was your overall?
2.
Don't you have a +3? You have a +3 initiative modifier, so yours is 5. And 21 for the guards. Guards and Dakota tied. I favor the players when that happens, so you are all in the armory. It's a big room, probably 50 by 50 feet, so there's plenty of wide open space in the middle. The weapons and the armor are lined around the walls, so you've got a nice big open area to fight. You all are on one side, the guards are on the other by the door. They are in between you and essentially freedom. And there are 3 of them. One of them has already taken 5 radiant damage and is burnt up. And the other 2 draw their short swords. And the first dude draws his short swords. But his body language while drawing them is much angrier.
Okay.
And Dakota, your turn.
I'm going to use 3rd level Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Wave of
What
thunder,
am
yeah.
I do that. I roll for that, right?
I believe so. It says.
Constitution.
Yep.
What's the range on that?
Every creature in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a Constitution saving throw.
So are you going to move towards them so
Yeah.
your allies are on it?
Yeah.
Aravae is still with you in the armory, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I move towards them so my allies don't get caught up in it.
Okay. Oh! Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Oh, fine. Okay. So, the first one I rolled was for the one that was all seared up from the radiance. Rolled a 4. And the other 2 rolled, this is a Constitution saving throw, so that modifier is going to be like 1. So
Yeah.
5, a 10, a 20.
So I rolled.
And that's 48 thunder damage?
It says 2 on the failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage, plus another 1d8 because I'm doing it at the 3rd level. So 3d8s, basically.
Oh, it's another 1d8 for each level above first. So
Yeah.
that's a total of 4. Yeah.
Okay.
48. Roll 48 thunder damage. You could have rolled them all at once.
Yeah, you could have added 3 to the graves box.
Oh,
16.
sorry.
21.
Damn. Nice.
Yay. So Mr. Burnt Skin, you can hear bones cracking from the thunderous burst, and he falls to the ground dead. The other 2 behind him scream out in pain, and they basically clench their abdomens, but they're still standing and they're still alive. And yeah, angry, they are going to charge Dakota. And they're each going to make 2 short sword attacks on you. 1 and a 2. That's a hit and a miss. 3 and a 4. And oh my gosh, that was terrible.
So 1 hit.
Oh,
Well, thank you. The dice have been with us.
Short sword is a D6. So you're just dancing around, dodging these short swords flailing at you, and one just manages to pierce your arm, and you're bleeding just a little bit.
So 6 damage?
+2, so 8. 8 piercing damage on your arm.
Okay.
Milo.
Okay.
So, you're looking at Dakota and the guards basically in the middle of the room. Your other allies are kind of next to you. Oh, I didn't roll for air.
Okay. Well, I feel much better with these weapons in my hands. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm a crossbow expert, I'm going to attack one guard with my rapier, and I'm going to use my bonus action to shoot at the second guard with my hand crossbow.
I love it.
And I can do that because I'm a crossbow expert.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, so the first roll is going to be toward, because I'm going to aim the 2 attacks at each of one attack per guard. So the first attack is going to be the rapier. It's a +6 to my DC 20. So I rolled a 13 for the rapier attack.
He's able to dodge.
And for the hand crossbow, which is also +6, is a 9.
And he knocks your crossbow bolt out of the air with a short sword.
So that was me using my action and bonus action. Not sure if there's anything else I could do at that point.
I mean, action and bonus action now.
Yeah, I used my action and bonus action for that.
No, you moved action and bonus action. That's it.
Well, I tried. And I'm actually going to say that after the 2 attacks missed. I'm going to turn to Dakota and say, hey, I tried.
Ta-da!
Yet again, just going to cast Sacred Flame at the one who was attacking Dakota.
Which one? There was 2.
I'm closest.
You said the one closest?
Yes, please.
They're both about the same, so in my head I'll just pick the one I am envisioning is on the left.
It works.
Okay. That did you say Sacred Flame or Word of Radiance? I can't remember.
Sacred Flame.
And that is a dex, right?
Yes.
Dex save. Boom. Damn it. So yeah, that's gonna hurt. The flame-like radiance descends upon the guard, and has 2d8. You roll your 2d8 radiant damage. Yeah. He's gonna fall to the ground in a pile of ash and bone.
Well, damn.
Hey, lucky him.
What about Olivier? Is she doing anything?
Aravae?
Or is she later? Aravae, is she later?
Yeah, I rolled her initiative. She got a 4, so she's actually next. Looking on as you guys are wasting these guards, she says, "Damn, I'm happy I found you guys. I'm gonna go see if I can find Neldor." And she moves past the guard because you guys have basically cleared a path for her, and she heads out to the right, which is gonna keep going around in the direction you guys were going before. So it's back up to Dakota.
So we're still fighting them?
Hala utters, the dice will not be happy and pleased with that.
Okay, I'm gonna hit them with a 2nd level arc strike. And yeah. I think, let me see now, roll d20 for, I think I rolled d20 for this. Of course.
Your hands are wreathed in crackling lightning. Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can touch. You gain advantage on the attack if the creature is wearing metal armor. They are not. They are wearing leather. And I'm not just saying that to get out of it. They're wearing leather armor. So yeah. You said
but I think Dakota won. I mean, that's a 16.
16, yeah.
I was the spell. I didn't even see that. Yes. Yeah. You managed to reach out and
And
touch.
I get
Touch the.
and for each level beyond the first this spell is cast, it deals additional 1d12 lightning damage. So
what level?
I rolled it second level, so that's only one level, so that's 3d12.
Mm-hmm. And the guard starts to violently seize as the lightning courses through his body, and then he slumps to the ground, dead.
Crispy.
Yes, Crispy.
She flips her coin and puts it in her purse, in her pocket.
Paula rubs one of her dice in between her fingers and just, okay, now what?
I start heading toward the door, and I look behind me and say, I don't know about you, I want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Start following where Aravae went.
Yep. I'm with Milo.
Okay, and Tala?
Paula follows suit.
Tala Fala? That was stupid. I'm going to edit that. So the three of you head down, continue down that hallway, and you eventually catch up. As you get down, you hear you can hear people talking. Give me perception checks.
Plus 0. So
Perception. So this is +4.
Yeah, both you and Tala have a +4 to perception. Dakota has a +0.
I got a 20. Not nat 20, just
Okay.
16 plus 4.
that's 17.
Okay. 17, 18, and 20. All of you
I
can
think
tell,
I passed.
all of you can tell that in addition to the male voice that you hear, you also hear Aravae's voice. So you know it's safe to proceed.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to Aravae and say, "Hey, Aravae, is this that Neldor guy you were talking about?"
Yes, this is my partner, Neldor. He and I are leading this escape attempt, this coalition. You three handled yourselves pretty well back there. We can send you with the group that's getting out now, or you can come with us and fight to save more. It's up to you.
Well,
Paula looks to her left and screams, "Will you shut up?"
Dakota grabs her coin, flips it. I guess I'm with
gonna
you
look
guys.
at the people. I was looking at the group that was going out, and I turned to Aravae and say, "So, how many people are protecting them?"
Neldor says, "I will be going with them."
And her coin flip turned up tails, so she's going with them.
Yes, just me, as he puts his hand on the hilt of his great sword at his side that begins to crackle with lightning. Implying, yes, I think I'm enough.
Oh,
Paula continues
like
looking
you
to her
got
left
this
and says, "Just be quiet already."
What'd you say, Milo?
I just kind of look at his sword and I go, "You got it covered."
What did the coin and the dice decide?
The coin decided to help them out. To go with them.
And what about the dice?
Let's see. Dice said
I'm sticking
follow
with you.
suit.
Follow suit. Which suits? There are two suits.
To
I'm
go
gonna go-
outside with them. Follow the guy with the great sword.
Okay, so we need a tiebreaker, Milo, because I'm not splitting the party.
No, I was saying pull out the guy with the great sword. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you said help them, because Neldor's leading the people who are escaping now.
Yeah. That's what I was implying.
I thought you meant help as in help rescue more.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, okay. So you're going with so you guys just want to get the fuck out of there. Okay,
Yeah.
I got Okay.
I was going to let him do it, but when I see the others go, I'm like, fine, I'll go with him. I mean, I know what it's like me going by myself. No, thank you.
All right. There's a group of about 10 slaves, a mixture of all the races I've mentioned thus far. So human, half-elf, various, I was going to say flavors, but man, that's racist. Various,
Wow.
various sub-races of halflings and gnomes.
Yeah, just all of the smells.
All of the smells.
All of the smells.
Hey, it's not like any of us took a shower.
Oh gosh. But yeah, there's
Every smell you can imagine.
Group of about 10 slaves, and Neldor. And at this point, you're at a four-way. And Neldor is the way you came. Neldor is going off to the right, because that's going towards the center of this circle that you've been going around, and that's where there's a way up and out from underground that way. So he explains that to you. He says we need to go towards the center of this system of tunnels so we can go up and escape out through the castle.
Okay.
All right.
Be ready to not only fight our way through, but to protect this group.
I give him the thumbs up.
All I do is just move, wait, do a small wave of my hand crossbow up and down.
He sees your crossbow. He says, "You keep to the rear and pick off anyone who follows us." And so I got a wizard and a cleric.
Yeah, spell slinger.
Yeah. Points to Tala and says, stay towards the middle of the group and do what you can from there. And you, and he points to Dakota, up here with me in the front.
Okay.
He draws his greatsword, which is crackling with lightning. Let's go. He reaches over, puts his hand on Aravae's cheek, kisses her on the lips, and says, "Good luck. I'll see you soon."
Oh.
And you all head off down the tunnel.
Okay.
Would you like to engage in any talking and role play?
Well, I'm just taking up the rear, so
That's what she said.
I'm in the middle, hoping not to get trampled.
after that mess up with
10-0.
Well, my arch strike does seem to be kind of overpowered.
I guess I'd engage in small talk, asking, "Hey, which god do you think is intervening with this? I mean, I mean, not every god is going to make me roll different on my weighted dice."
Are you talking to just...
Yeah, I'm talking with like the other, like the gnome and the halfling, and I was asking, "Hey, what god do you think is interceding here?"
You're talking loud enough for everyone here.
Yeah, it's like small talk as we're walking down the tunnel.
Well, the only one
I was just pontificating about what god might be intervening.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a god Milo is familiar with.
What do you guys think? There's gods of everything. You don't need to know specific names for it. I can give you those later. But there's
Tymora is a goddess of luck or chance, isn't she?
I don't know. Milo doesn't have a faith.
Well, the only god that Dakota really has any connection with was Bahamut, if he exists in this world.
I believe in gambling. That's weighted in my favor. That's what Milo believes.
But she doesn't have much experience with many gods, but she would know of Timora, I believe. Like I said, goddess of chance, I think? I'm not entirely...
Are you saying this out loud in character?
Well, I was asking them in character about what god.
I'm asking Dakota.
Yeah, she says this out loud. Timora is Lady of Luck, I believe. Forgotten Realms.
When she said Timora's name out loud, you feel the coin wherever you have it in your hand, in your pocket. You feel your coin start kind of like vibrating or shaking, and Milo, you feel your dice start juggling around wherever they are, if they're in your hand or if they're in your pocket.
Okay, I guess we have our answer there.
Damn, dude. First guess.
Well, I don't know.
Well, she's Lady Luck. I mean,
chance. Why have chance when I can just weigh things in my favor?
Milo. She flips her coin over to him and says, Timora.
Oh.
She flips the coin over to Milo. Does he catch it, or...
Well,
and Tala, I'm sorry, Tala, your earrings.
I guess I let it fall.
Your earrings start spinning. Sorry, I forgot about that.
I think I would have just let it fall to the ground and then pick it up off the ground.
And then after you pick it up, she says, Timora?
Timora? I say questioningly, wondering why you're repeating yourself.
The coin doesn't do anything, or...
No, they're still like kind of like vibrating, shaking. In a way, like affirming what you said, that it's Timora.
Okay.
Huh. Never had the gods intercede on my behalf before.
And reason I don't know.
She's kind of walking. Well, I'm saying she's kind of walking backwards, swipes her coin back, and turns back around, and puts her coin back in her pocket.
A reason I don't know if you heard me. I just noticed that you were muted. Tala's, when that happened with them, Tala's earrings also started kind of spinning around.
He grabs a hold of both of them and goes, wow, this is odd. Normally only the gods of dice intervene, but I guess other gods and goddesses can talk too.
She says, Dakota says, the only god I ever believed in was Bahamut, but Lady Luck shines upon us, I guess.
So, at any point, have any of you noticed that Elise wasn't with you?
No, we didn't really. It was kind of chaotic.
I thought she was with the refugees.
Yeah.
I thought she was just lost in the crowd.
I thought she was still back in the cells.
No, that was Richard.
I thought
Richard stayed back in the cell. But I thought Elise came with us.
But she never left the room with there.
She did.
Yeah, I thought she was with us, at least as far as the what was it, the armory? Pretty sure. Because she was there when Aravae came. The
armory, yeah.
But she wasn't with you in the armory. I didn't roll initiative for her.
So
what happened to Elise?
I didn't see her disappear.
I
didn't see her. I guess the guard took all of my attention.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Do y'all have any questions for Neldor?
You
don't have to ask anything. I'm just wondering if you do.
I tap him on his shoulder. I tap him on his left shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen a elf girl that was with us earlier?
Surely you mean a half elf.
Yeah, half elf. Sorry.
I've seen no one except the three of you and my lady.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah. So at this point, I've just resumed my duties at the rear, looking around. The god thing was really the only thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn to where nobody's actually standing and just scream again. Stop talking.
Neldor slows down and says, "Wait, we're almost there. I'm pretty sure there are guards ahead." And why do I keep Milo? I have to take a minute every time I go to say your name because I forget it. Milo, you hear multiple sets of footsteps running from behind you.
As soon as I hear that, I'll yell. I yell to Neldor, multiple footsteps coming swiftly. Because I don't. That's all I can.
I go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Nice. Good prep.
Yeah, I'm just standing there, really listening to the footsteps as they get closer.
I'm just gonna do a manual, go into your sheet and do a manual override on your AC. If you click on your AC, that's for Dakota. Click on your AC, you go to Customize, and under Override AC, just type 16 because Mage Armor will bring your AC up to 16.
Go to Armor class 13, 10 armor plus 3 to start. Oh, Customize Override 16. You said?
Yeah. After you hear Neldor say, "Great, they're flanking us," he says, "Come on, let's get this over with." Any motions for you to come into the room ahead of him?
Is there any way I can cast Bless real quick?
Go for it.
Alright. Just going to go ahead and cast Bless on Milo and Dakota, as well as myself.
And what does that do?
Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number to the rolls to the attack roll or a saving roll.
So basically, you get a free d4 you can add to anything you roll.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
For the duration, got it.
Yeah, which is up to a minute, which effectively is an entire combat.
I use
mostly.
Can I use insight to see if any of them are mages or are they all just wearing the armor and like wielding swords?
In one moment, I will let you do that. Yes, remind me.
Okay.
For Bless is a concentration spell, so remember that you have to maintain concentration. If you take damage, you have to make a Constitution saving throw to keep concentration on that spell.
Sounds good.
And if you only have one other concentration spell, and that's Beacon of Hope. So if you cast Beacon of Hope, you drop your concentration on Bless.
Yes.
And Shield of Faith. I just realized that. You have Shield of Faith, too. So if you cast either of those, you drop your concentration on Bless. All right. So you come into this room. It's a large circular room with a ladder in the middle. It's bolted into the floor, and it goes straight up about 40, 50 feet to the ceiling. And there's a hole in the ceiling that could fit one medium creature. And the ladder goes right up there. There are 6 stone pillars going around and essentially supporting the room. The stone pillars themselves are about 5 feet wide, so a medium creature could use them for full cover. And they are arranged basically in a hexagon. Each one is 30 feet from the center, so they're basically like a circle halfway out from the center, if that makes any sense. Did that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
I kind of got a layout.
I'm not going to be super pedantic about it. If you just say I go and hide behind a pillar, that's fine with me. And as you enter the room, there are already 2 elves in the room, guards. They are taller than the other guard. They look a little bit stronger, and they are wearing metal armor. They're wearing chainmail. They are each armed with a longsword and a shield. And one comes sliding down the ladder and kind of stays on the ladder about 30 feet off the ground. Kind of hanging on it with like 2 feet on the ladder and one arm on the ladder with one free hand hanging off. Turns to face all of you. And the ones from behind you catch up. And two of them have bows. They're at like right at the entrance to the room. You guys are kind of near the pillars, so you're halfway in between both sets of elves. They're essentially they've got you surrounded. They've got you on both sides. Two of the elves. What's that?
So it's like a pincer attack.
I'm gonna pretend I know what that means.
It means
from both sides, and
from two different directions, usually in regards to like a tunnel or something.
Okay. Yeah. So the ones that just came in, two of them are armed with longbows, and one is kind of just like the other guards that you fought. He's got two short swords. So you've got the group of slaves. Well, they're not. Hopefully, won't be slaves for much longer. Tala's in the middle of them. Milo is facing the archers and the dual wielder, and Neldor and Dakota are facing the soldiers and the one that's kind of hanging off the ladder. Would you like to make your insight check?
Yeah, I want to make sure they don't know any magic.
Actually, what do you have, a higher insight or Arcana?
Oh, I have a higher Arcana +6. So.
Make it Arcana.
Yeah, I'll make that Arcana check then. D20? 10 plus 6, 16.
16?
Yeah.
The one that's on the ladder, you can see some tattoo-like markings across its face and arms. They are arcane symbols, leading you to believe that this is some sort of magic user.
Okay.
And you can see that the two archers, they have magic runes carved into their bows.
Okay. Good to know. They use magic. Or at least...
I would... Yeah. One more time for all of you to roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
No. All right, I got a 16.
I got a 1, but I'm using my lucky skill to re-roll it. 4! Mother...
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
You should have prayed
that's what it felt like with that guard back there.
Well, 4 is better than a 1, regardless.
Got a 6, so... Tala, Tala's got a 20. Okay. Give me 1 second. This session's going a lot better than I expected it to. It helps that you all know how to play.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a while. I'm a little rusty, but the basics don't really change much.
No, they don't.
Well, I'm pretty much, after, playing that long with y'all so far, I've kind of got back into it myself, so.
Archer.
Oh, can I cast Guiding Bolt towards the guy who's on the ladder?
1 second. Archer.
I'll be right back. I'll just be gone a minute.
I'm figuring out initiative for my people anyway. Soldier.
All right, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Except
yeah, you all died.
The whole party has been wiped.
Yeah,
we killed everybody. We killed everybody, and they killed us. It was
it was great.
It was great, man. It was awesome.
We cast Cataclysm, and the whole world just destroyed itself.
I'm gonna roll a d20 for perception check on that.
that would be insight.
That would be insight.
All right, okay, rolling insight. I got a 15. Y'all talking shit.
All right.
I'm gonna roll D20 for a bluff. Ooh, 16. Nice. Deception, rather.
I'm referring to them to these guards. The one on the ladder is the mage. The two with the sword and shield, they're the soldiers. The one with the short swords is the dual wielder, and the ones with the bows are the archers. That's how I'm referring to them.
So go after shields first with a thunder wave, because that will completely obliterate them. Metal.
So
yeah, but I don't have a thunder wave or anything like that.
I'm saying that's what I plan on doing.
Oh, okay.
The mage got 21. The mage is going first. The mage is going to. You see the tattoo-like markings on his body. They start to light up a like a really, really dark purple color, and he extends his hand out as two crackling purple orbs leave his hand, and one of them targets Neldor, and the other targets Dakota.
I go ahead and use absorb elements.
Yeah, you're gonna want to, because I just crit against you.
Ooh, so that means I store up a lot of energy for that.
Yeah. Only half, though. I was going to say, you're going to want to. So that's going to be a plus 5, 18. That's going to hit Neldor too. So that's a D4, right? D4. I think it's a D4. No, it's a D10. Okay.
Oh.
So
shit.
Yep. So that's two. That's a D10 against Neldor and 2D10 against you. 1 damage to Neldor and 5 force damage to you.
So 5 damage?
Yep, 5 force damage.
Neldor's badass. He only took 1 damage from that.
Absorb elements. That halves the damage, right?
Let me make sure.
And I'm just going to mark that you used your reaction for the turn.
It says the spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type, and the spell ends. So the spell is halved. So I only took 3 damage from that.
Round down rule in D&D 5e. Unless it says otherwise, you round down. So you actually only take 2.
Okay. So heal me back up 4. There we go. And yeah, there we go. Okay.
Did he heal you? Oh, because you took the...
Yeah, because I took the full 6 damage earlier, and then I was like, well, it only took 2 damage since it was... Yeah.
Wait, why'd you take 6? It was only 5.
5? Oh, okay, I thought you said 6. Sorry.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, as long as we're good. As long as you're good. You only took 2 damage.
Yeah, so I'm up back. I'm at 24. Yay.
That was an action and a cantrip. He's going to quicken a scorching ray at having seen you absorb some of that force damage. He's going to quicken a scorching ray, and after you absorb that damage, he's going to quickly flick his wrist and send a stream of fire zooming at your chest.
Can I use absorb elements again?
You only get 1 reaction per round.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to take the whole brunt of it then. Wait, how can he get 2 attacks?
He's a sorcerer. He can use his bonus. He can use his sorcery points to quicken a one-action spell to a bonus action, as long as the other spell that he cast on his turn was a single-action cantrip, which it was.
Okay.
Yep.
So how much damage do I take?
You're able to nimbly dodge the ray of fire that comes shooting at you.
Okay.
And my dual wielder approaches. If the guards go after the slaves, I will allow any of you to use your reaction to move towards the guard and attack them. And if it's successful, or use a spell, doesn't matter. If whatever you do is successful, it stops them from attacking the slave. That make sense?
Yeah.
All right, I'm game.
The dual wielder is going to walk up to Milo and make 2 short sword attacks.
Okay.
So you're able to dodge out of the way of the other one, but the second one comes around and he stabs you right in the side.
Ow.
Ouch.
That is a D6, excuse me, plus... Ow! She just barely gets you for 3 piercing damage.
All right, let me do that. All right, that gets me down to 25.
All right. And Tala, it's your turn. Got 6 targets to pick from.
I'm guessing the mage would be the best one since he's the one blocking our path forward.
Okay.
Bolt of Judgment, or no, Guiding Bolt.
Okay. That's a dex save, right?
I do believe so.
Oh no, that's you need to make a spell attack, a ranged spell attack. So that's a D20 plus 7.
21.
Holy shit! Yeah, your flash of light streaks towards the mage and strikes him perfectly. I'm going to give him a dex save. No, should be dex. Dex or strength? Call it acrobatics. That is dexterity, but he's not proficient because he's a mage. I'm going to give him a dex save to not fall off the ladder. Roll the damage, and I'll make that the DC for the dex save.
Already did.
Motherfucker. I'm thinking 46. The average of that's not that bad. That shouldn't be too high of a DC. Wow.
The worst part is I only used a level 1.
Okay. Let me go ahead. Oh gosh. Okay, so you wow. You shoot that bolt right at him. It strikes him in the chest and knocks him off the ladder as his whole body is glowing, hence the guiding part of the guiding bolt. And fuck, how far up did I say he was? 30 feet?
Yeah.
That's a D6 for every 10 feet.
Oh.
He takes 7 bludgeoning damage when he hits, and he is now prone.
God damn.
Son of a bitch!
Wow.
Motherfucker. Wow, that was rough. Okay. Was there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I was hoping to cast Healing Word as my bonus action and heal Dakota for whatever damage that she has.
How much damage did you take?
I've taken 8 so far.
8?
Yeah.
Healing Word. Healing Word.
That would be 8. It's 2d4 plus 4, so I rolled a 4. That's plus 4 is 8.
Well, damn. You cast it at second level? You cast it at second level, I assume?
No, first level.
First level is a
wait.
D4 plus 4.
Yes, second level. Sorry.
All right. Are you ticking off? Are you guys ticking off your spell slots?
I am. I have been.
Okay. All right.
I haven't used anything but cantrips so far. So
Okay. So now that the crazy murderous cleric's turn is over. Milo.
Okay, so last time I checked, I was being attacked by a double. So I'm guessing I'm standing between this dual wielder and the slaves, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna pull out a second level spell, Dissonant Whispers. Are you familiar with that one?
Yes, I
whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. That'll be the dual wielder. The target must make a wisdom savings throw against a spell save DC of 15.
Well, fuck me. Oh, I beat it. Just barely.
On a failed save, blah blah blah. Creature. On a successful save, the target takes half of 3d6 damage and is not required to move away. If he failed, he would have run away from me in fear, but because he succeeded, he takes half the damage and he doesn't run away in fear. But he still gets hurt.
What do you want to cast it at?
It's a 3d6, but because he successfully saved, he takes half of that.
Oh no, I meant which level did you want to cast it at? Because before I thought you said second level, but 3d6 is for first level.
Yeah, you did say second level to begin with.
Yeah, I was gonna do it for second level because that's 46.
Yeah, that's 46. Yep.
Yeah, I kind of have the ante, so I'm gonna roll 4d6s.
Okay.
20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 damage.
10 damage, damn.
And he is not forced to run away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still 10 damage.
So basically, I was trying to make him run away, but he succeeded. So, what you gonna do?
And
I'm gonna
apparently.
So that was my action. My action was Dissonant Whispers, and seeing that he was not running away, I'm going to use my bonus action. Now, the thing about Crossbow Expert is if the target's within 5 feet, I don't think I get disadvantage with a crossbow I'm proficient with. So I could shoot him with my hand crossbow without disadvantage. I don't think so. I think is the case.
You only get that bonus action attack if you use the attack action, not if you cast a spell.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't fully aware of that.
But you've got your bardic inspiration you can give to someone.
I guess I'd give my bardic inspiration to Dakota. Seeing that I saw, kind of noticed that he got forced for like 2 damage, and I'm gonna yell to don't give up. I don't exactly have much time to say much else with a dual wielder in my face.
I'm going to enable one of the optional features for you, Magical Inspiration. If a creature has a Bardic Inspiration die from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell. You add the number rolled as a bonus to the... Basically, you can roll the die again and add the damage or the amount of hit points healed. It's an extra... It's another use of Bardic Inspiration. So I just enabled it. Go ahead and reload your character sheet.
Me or him or who?
Milo.
Okay, Milo. Yeah.
All right, let me reload.
So that bardic inspiration that you now have, Dakota, it's a D8 that you can add to an attack roll or ability check, or if you cast a spell that deals damage, you can re-roll your damage, or I think it's a 1 die. I think it said, and add it to the damage.
Okay.
Okay. So I gave that inspiration to Dakota.
Okay.
So I have an extra roll then. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 1d8, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you have to use it before he calls the outcome. Before DM calls the outcome.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I think that's a silly rule, especially since I tend to jump the gun a lot. And it's not really the player's fault if I say the outcome before they get the chance to say I want to use my Bardic Inspiration. So,
okay, you do. All right, you go.
So Oh, my brain hurts. Whose turn was it? Dakota's.
Okay. Okay, so
Okay.
who's around me now? Like, what guards and stuff?
Neldor's next to you. You about 15 feet in front of you are the 2 soldiers and the mage lying on the ground, prone and glowing. So you would have advantage on the mage if you make an attack roll against him. That includes spell attack.
I will use Thunder Wave then, level 2 Thunder Wave on all of the guards.
I suggest moving to the spot where you're out of range of the slaves.
Yeah, I move away from the slaves and like kind of get to an area where I can hit just them and not hit anybody else.
Okay. That is a con or dex? I can't remember.
Constitution saving throw. Everybody in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. I was seeing if being prone affected that, but it does not, thankfully. So that's 1 for the soldier, 2 for the soldier,
good.
3 for the... Damn it!
Well, I hit 2 of them.
1 of the soldiers and the mage both failed.
So I roll a 3d8. There it goes.
See what I mean? That mage was supposed to be the strong one.
Isn't it for each or they all take the same damage from the 3d8?
It's the
All
same.
take the same damage.
3d8.
Just be
And I roll an extra 1d8 for the Bardic Inspiration. I completely forgot about that.
okay, so 24.
That's a Bardic Inspiration well spent.
Yeah.
The thunder wave blows the mage's body a good 10 feet across the room, and he's lying in a heap dead on the ground.
And one of the knights probably is...
He was supposed to be the strong one. He was supposed to be the one that was going to keep the problem.
First guard, nat 20. Super powerful mage, dead on turn 2. Yeah, it sounds like every D&D game I've been a part of.
Okay.
So mage is dead. What happened to the guard that was also hit?
Yeah, the soldier, he stands his ground. He feels that thunder wave crushing at his bones, but he's able to hold strong and still stay standing.
Well, don't forget, he is wearing metal, and
yeah, he's wearing metal, so
lightning attack.
Yeah.
You used thunder wave. You didn't use arc strike.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, arc strike would have done something to him, but thunder wave doesn't do the same thing as arc strike does.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. And now that soldier's pissed, and he's going to walk up to you and swing his longsword at you.
Let me see if there's anything I can do.
Now, don't forget, I do have Bless still going on right now. And
can't I do a bonus action? A cantrip as a bonus?
Do you have any bonus action spells? You do not.
Oh, I don't. Okay. Never mind. Well, never mind. I can run away as a bonus action. Can dash.
You can dash as a bonus action?
I think. Let me see now. Mouse. Disengage, dodge. Bonus action. Opportunity. Absorb elements. Interact with object, mending. No, I can't. Okay, never mind. Okay.
You could do that as a rogue in Ice Cold Freedom. But.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just making sure.
He's gonna swing his longsword at you, which is not going to hit. It's going to bounce off of your mage armor, and he's gonna swing it again, and the same exact freaking thing's gonna happen.
The
other soldier.
Wait 20 years and come back to me.
Oh, fuck off.
Train for 20 more years.
The other soldier is going to walk straight up to one of the slaves and the shield is strapped to his arm. He's going to open his hand and grab the slave by her hair, look you dead in the eye, and raise his sword to her. Now, you've already reused your reaction.
I have not used my reaction.
You have not.
I take my hand crossbow, see the guy raising his arm at the slaves, and shoot him with the at him with the hand crossbow, specifically trying to hit his sword arm, or like the shoulder, somewhere around there.
Roll for it.
All right, +6 on the
okay.
on the DC for that. So that'd be an 18.
That hits.
All right, so I hit him in the shoulder, kind of near the, not in the, I hit him in near his shoulder of his sword arm, near, not in the armpit, but near it.
Roll damage.
Okay, let me check damage. That's a 1d6 + 3.
Okay.
That's a 4. So I didn't hit him very well, but I got his attention.
He lets out a small grunt, shoves the slave back towards the group, and marches over to you and swings his sword at you.
Lovely. Now I have.
You're able to dodge that, and he comes back around again. What's your AC?
My AC is 15.
And that one hits right across your shoulder. That is a D8 plus 3. So let's roll that D8 for her 5 slashing.
Well, I did have Bless still cast, so if Milo wants to, they have a D4 for their saving throw.
It's not a saving throw, though.
Oh, okay.
No, this was my reaction. So he was responding to my reaction, so I don't think I get to dodge that.
Let me see what else can we
do.
No.
I mixed that up.
I interrupted his attack, so he had that time to come over and attack me.
You could add it to the attack roll, but you did hit him, so.
I don't think I could do that as after my reaction, though. I'll have to save the D4 for later.
Yeah, I made that mistake by accident.
The archers are going to ready their bows, and they're going to take shots at one. One of them is going to take a shot at Neldor. The other is going to take a shot at Tala. First one's for Neldor. That's going to hit him right in the back. And second one for Tala.
Yay! I actually dodged it.
You dodge it, but it hits one of the slaves right in the shoulder.
Ow.
He's hurting. Not dead, but he's hurting. Because he had to shoot into the group of slaves to hit you. But yeah. Damn it. Okay, so that's a D8. That's going to be plus 3. Neldor takes 8 damage. And it's Neldor's turn. I'm going to let you guys choose who Neldor attacks with his crackling greatsword.
Well, I imagine he noticed that I shot at the guy with the sword, preventing a slave from being hurt, and then I got hurt in the process from the attack. He might have seen my reaction, so maybe that influences the decision.
Yeah, he probably would try to protect you for that.
Especially since now I have the dual wielder and that new guy both facing me down alone.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I think he might have noticed that.
Yeah. No, you're right.
He'd probably go after the one attacking the slaves, yeah.
Yeah.
So the one that I shot at with the reaction.
Yeah, the one you shot at.
Yeah, he would be coming from the guy's back then, right? I think.
Yeah, but I mean, the dude's he's trained, so he's gonna be aware of his surroundings. But still, yeah, he would be coming up behind him.
Depends on how focused the guy was on me.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh, crit.
So he hit the guy.
Great. sword
He destroyed the guy.
God damn.
a great is D12.
Apparently, he was really mad at that guy for trying to attack the slaves.
Yeah.
Great sword is 2d6. And it deals an additional 1d4 lightning. I wasn't trying to have my NPC
Be a target. Be a target. Said you weren't trying to have him be a target.
No, I meant Neldor. I wasn't trying to have him like outshine everybody.
No, man, he said he was tough.
Oh my god!
Dang.
Damn.
So,
yeah, I roll.
What happens to that guy?
Not for one of my bad guys, of course. So he's got a big old gash going across his back that's seared by the lightning.
That's if he survives.
And is he wearing metal?
He's hurting, but he survived. He is, but it's not. It doesn't have any extra effect just from lightning damage.
Yeah.
Arc strike's the only. Your arc strike's the only thing that I have at least that does that.
So both of the soldiers are hurting pretty bad. The dual wielders hurt a little bit. Mage is freaking dead.
You're welcome. Just my character alone took care of that. Damn.
And the archers are still good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't forget the 20 I cast on them.
Yeah. All
right.
Plus their fall damage.
Yeah, plus
so
the fall
after
damage,
Neldor.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the order. Dual wielder is going to go in for Milo. Damn! How do I keep doing that?
I don't know. It's such a short word.
I know.
Yeah.
How do you keep forgetting Truffle Hunter?
Well, everybody just calls my character Milo. Almost nobody says Truffle Hunter. It's mostly just there for like formal purposes, but everybody just calls my character Milo.
Okay, so
Milo's used to it.
15. And this dude has a +3, so both of those are going to hit. So that is 2d6 plus. Oh no, wait, that would be a plus. Oh yeah, +2 and +2, so +4. 13 piercing damage as each short sword stabs you.
Oh, ouch! That's gonna bring my health points down to 7.
So he's looking pretty rough. Milo, you're bleeding. Tala, you can tell he's not doing too well.
Yeah, I already know what I'm going to be doing.
And it is your turn.
Oh, perfect. I cast Healing Word on Milo.
What level?
That's what I was just trying to decide on. You said 13 damage?
Well, I'm at I took some damage earlier, but the 13 definitely took out like half of my
then
pool.
I'm going to go ahead and do the level 3. I'll just go ahead and cast the level 3. And... Okay, that really sucked.
So 6, add 6.
They are supposed to be +4. 3d4 +4.
So how much do I add from that?
Oh wait, that's actually a bonus action.
Yep, so you can still do another spell.
Oh, okay, good.
It's 3d4 plus 4, so you would add 10.
All right, adding 10, that brings me back up to 17.
And how about Cure Wounds at level 2?
You'd have to walk up to him.
Yeah.
That's okay. Is he within range of me walking up to him?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. That's a 2d8 +4.
All right, I think that's going to bring me back
so
up to
if 18 doesn't heal you, then I don't know what the heck to do.
No, I'm at full health now. I'm 28.
As your wounds heal and you become revitalized, the dual wielder glares at you with with the deepest disdain for your life.
I spit
I
at
just
him.
stick my tongue out at him, by the way.
Yeah, I just spit at the guy. I just spit at the dual wielder's feet. It's not like a action or anything. It's just kind of.
Yes, you need to take an action to spit.
Yep.
No. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
All right, Milo, your turn.
Okay, so having seen the ridiculous amount, the nat 20 that that guy did,
Neldor.
Neldor did to the other guy, I'm gonna use my rapier on that guy, see if I can finish him off.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be another +6 to this d20. So that's a 21.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I hit the. All right, rapier is 1d6 +3. It's going to be 9 damage. I hit him square in the right in the chest.
All right, that shot or that strike pierces his heart. You go right through the ribs, right into the heart, and he starts bleeding out. He falls to the ground dead.
Damn.
Right. So I'm guessing that nat 20 was so shocking that it somehow bled over into my attack and made it better. Story. So then I'm going to use my bonus action to turn toward the dual wielder. I move in the direction of Mulgir, and then I use my bonus action to shoot my hand crossbow at the dual wielder.
You move in the direction of what?
The direction. I move in the direction of Neldor.
No. Oh, okay.
So I'm standing next to him when I shoot my hand crossbow.
Okay.
At the dual wielder. So we're gonna roll for the hand crossbow. Oh, natural 1, but I'm lucky, so I get to take the next roll.
Yay!
Ah,
Oh, nice.
17. I hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that 1d4. No wait. Yeah, 1d6 +3. That's a 5 to the dual wielder.
He grunts as the crossbow bolt hits him in the chest. He's still standing.
Okay, I think that's my turn.
All right, so you still have that one soldier blocking the path to the ladder.
And we still got those archers.
Yeah, but they're on the other side.
Yeah, they're on the other side with the slaves.
Yeah.
Who's next? 2 seconds. Dakota.
Okay, so I walk up to the last guard that's at the ladder. And I'm going to combine my Arc Strike with the Absorb Elements I had earlier. So, first roll a d20. No, wait, it's Arc Strike. Yeah, I have to roll for Arc Strike, don't I?
Yeah, melee. Spell attack.
And they're wearing metal armor, so I gain advantage too. So.
Yes, you do.
Oh, fuck. The 5.
You're going to want that advantage.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Motherfucker. But
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
And it's not a 1, so my lucky doesn't do a damn thing. But
my lucky doesn't do much either.
And that uses up my Absorb Elements, so... Does it use up my Absorb Element, or do I apply that afterwards?
What's your modifier?
Oh, the Absorb Elements?
No, your spell attack modifier is a +6.
Yeah.
That would bring you to an 11 if you use your Bardic Inspiration. Did you use that already, the D8?
I already used that.
Okay.
Yeah, he used that for the damage earlier.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. That soldier, breathing deeply and in a lot of pain, is going his longsword at you.
Did that use up a spell slot though? I forgot. I don't know. If I miss, does it do that?
No. It doesn't.
Okay. Okay.
Now, which you are you describing?
Oh, Dakota.
I was going to say there's 3 U's here.
I
already did my turn.
Chrismer,
Yeah.
so your AC is 14. Oh yeah, okay,
16.
so that's gonna hit.
16.
And he's gonna swing.
16 mage armor.
Oh, it is 16.
Mage armor.
He's got a +3, so the first one does hit. But the second one you're able to dodge, and that's a D8 plus 2 for only 3 slashing damage.
For 1 damage.
No, but 1 plus 2 is 3.
Okay.
The archers are going to take aim at both of them. Are going to take aim at Tala as she is healing people.
Oh,
That's gonna hit. And 2. What's your AC? With a +3.
Oh.
That is going to hit. That's a D8.
Wait, I do have the blessing still going on.
I don't think that
a D4 for a saving throw.
is not a saving throw.
Okay.
And
All right.
another D8 for a total of 12 piercing damage from those 2 arrows.
Damn.
Ow.
I guess they didn't want you to heal me any further.
Yeah, or me.
All right. What would you like Neldor to do next? His concern is going to be getting the slaves out. So what do you think he should do next?
Well, I imagine
Fill
that the
that
most
bloody
threatening people.
card.
Imagine that he would see someone attacking Tala and would want to go and save her because he's been healing us. She's been healing us. I was thinking.
I think
about
the archers might be of concern to him
I was
since
thinking
didn't
about-
they shoot like one of the slaves in the shoulder earlier?
Well, they were aiming for Tala, but yeah. They're shooting into the slaves, so yeah.
But I imagine he'd want to save Tala, though. That's just me.
Well, yeah, Tala's in between the archers and the slaves, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So if he was
but
if the archers were shooting at Tala, that means they were shooting in the direction of the slaves.
Wait, yeah.
So you want him to attack the archers?
Yeah.
Well, if they were,
Yeah.
since they hit, if they're shooting in the direction of the slaves, he'd probably notice that.
Okay. 19. That's 2.
Ow.
Alright, that's 10 damage to one of the archers. Alright. Top of the order. The dueler, angry that you've been healed, is going to go in again on Milo.
I'm just an annoying little pest to every single enemy I come across.
Oh my.
I accidentally rolled 2. I'm ignoring that.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So the first one misses, the second one hits.
Yeah, break my heart. How do you roll? What, 21? What?
He's trying to cook you. He hits you
Well,
with that one.
He hits me with something.
Max damage. Sweet. That's 8 piercing damage.
All right, I'm back down to 20.
Tala.
Yeah.
Your turn, Tala.
Okay. I guess Sacred Flame to the one guard who's still standing in the back, stopping
Okay.
the slaves from being able to go up the ladder. That's a 15 dex roll on you. Oh,
Sorry.
hmm. It's okay.
oh,
Let's see. And I guess my bonus action, healing word on myself.
Okay.
+7 back to my health.
Cool. Milo.
Oh boy. Let's see. I am going to try Dissonant Whispers at level 1, first level this time. So it's only a 3d6, but he has to do another wisdom savings throw.
Who is this to?
To the dual wielder. It was a DC save of 15.
And yeah, he got an 18.
So he takes again 3d6. He takes half damage from a successful save.
Oh, this still might kill him.
Let's see, 11 divided by 2, round down, that's 5. But he takes 5 psychic damage.
5 psychic damage? Okay.
Yeah.
He drops his short swords and holds his head and starts screaming.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Dissonant Whispers can do to a guy. But he doesn't run away, because you don't run away if you successfully save.
Just trying to illustrate what condition he's in.
Yeah, he's been through a lot.
All right.
Right. Well, I'm going to use my
now.
movement to get between him and the slaves again, because I think I stepped out of the way.
You did.
I stepped out of the way to take that shot from the hand crossbow earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my movement after the spell to get between him and the slaves again.
Okay. Do you have a bonus action you want to use?
I can't use a bonus action after a spell. The only bonus action I could use would have been that crossbow from Crossbow Expert, but that's only to an attack.
Or do you have any Bardic Inspiration left?
I have 2. I guess I could. I guess I could use one on Tallow. Seeing as she got injured, I'll say, "Don't worry, don't worry, we can make it."
Okay.
Because I saw her get injured. I saw her get shot from the 2 archers.
Dakota.
Okay. Can I get a lay of the land real quick? Like what we have now, we got the 2 archers that are the prisoners, right?
The 2 archers and the dual wielder, then the slaves, and then the soldier. All
Yeah, the soldier that
The one that's at the ladder. I guess I'll go attack him again.
Okay.
I'll do another arc strike. Yeah. Let's Okay, 10.
Your modifier is a 6.
Yeah.
So that hits, but you have advantage. Roll again to see if you crit.
I rolled another 20.
Yeah, just to see if you crit. Okay. So overall, you roll a 20. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
And I
I'm not even going to.
Okay.
Not going to have you bother to roll damage because of how bad off he already is. So you finally reach out, you grab onto his armor, and you arc lightning from your body to his. He starts seizing as you see the lightning jumping all around his metal armor into his neck. His eyes roll back into his head. Smoke starts coming off of his skin, and he falls to the ground dead.
Good. Another one bites the dust.
Hala just jumps up and down, clapping her hands furiously, going, "Yay!"
Neldor, seeing this, says, "Get the slaves up the ladder and out of here. I'll distract the archers."
I looked at my coin.
I yell back, "What about this dual wielder?" Because I'm standing between the dual wielder and the slaves. I don't know if there's time to response. I'm not sure. Just thought I'd mention the dual wielder, in my face.
You and you, he points to Dakota and Tala. Get the slaves out. You, he points to Milo. Finish him off.
You got it.
He draws his greatsword and approaches the archers. The archers, they steady their bows at they look like they're about to shoot into the slaves, and Neldor takes his greatsword and in one swing knocks both of the bows out of their hands.
Nice.
It's dual wielder's turn, and he's going to go for 2 attacks on Milo and whiffs on both of them. Tala, it's your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and run to the back of the pack of all the slaves and everything, just to make sure that they're able to get out and kind of try to get the guards to attack me if they need to. and I cast Sacred Flame at the dual wielder.
Nice. Oh, I have to roll something for that.
Yes.
My bad.
Dexterity, I think it was.
What's the
Looks
saving throw?
15.
Oh, he fails.
Do.
Yeah.
And that's 5 damage to them.
He falls to the ground, a pile of ash and bones.
All right, I turn to Milo. Let's get out.
Yeah, let's get out.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Who's going up first?
I'm waiting for the slaves to go up before I go up.
I'm waiting for the slaves.
I am actually. Do we see what's up the ladder very well? Because we're like 50 feet down.
Not really, because it's a long like tunnel up. You do see light out of the top, and you can kind of see some architecture above, but you can't really tell much.
All right, I am gonna.
Neldor makes a point to say, one of you go ahead, or one of you go up first, just in case.
I'll go up first. I have the hand crossbow.
I'll flip my coin.
Yeah, if anybody like comes toward the ladder, I could probably shoot him. So
heads. So I follow my load.
So I make my way up the ladder, and as I reach the top,
anyway,
you go up. The slaves follow. Dakota, are you going to the front, the middle, or the back?
The middle.
Okay. So you go up, slaves follow, Dakota follows in the middle, more slaves, and then Tala brings up the rear. And Neldor is yelling as you go up. Head right for the gate. It should be chaos up there. You should be able to get out. Run. Do not look back. We will meet up 10 miles down the road, 3 miles off into the woods. Tell no one. Go.
All right. And
he hacks the head off one of the archers.
Oh, shit.
And guts the other one.
Damn. Okay.
All right. Yep. I think you're done.
Continues jumping up and down with joy.
Okay. So what's the situation like up top?
You poke your head out of the top of the tunnel, and you see people basically killing elves. You see half elves, humans, gnomes, halflings. It's a slaughter. They're killing as many elves as they can see. Some of them are just running for the gate. Others are going absolutely apeshit on their captors and slavers. And this is your opportunity to run or to reap.
Oh, God.
Seeing that the elves are being pushed back. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna back. They're just dying, like left and right. Like they're like on top here. There's what you come out and you see. You're in the courtyard of the castle. So the castle right here has a circular outer wall. So the elves they're trying to run down the 2 staircases that go around the edge of the walls, but they're being cut off by the slaves that are running free. And anywhere elves are coming out of doors and down these stairs, they're just getting hit by slaves and killed left and right. So it's not even so much that they're being pushed back, as that they have no chains.
Okay, I guess for me, I'd probably get to the top of the ladder. I'd probably repeat the instructions to the slaves.
Head to the right?
Yeah, go down the road 10 miles out the gate, right?
Yeah, 10 miles down and 3 miles off. Yeah, they all would have heard it as you were all going out. But if you want to repeat them, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to kind of, I didn't repeat it. I just kind of point toward the gate. I say, go, and then I stand at the top of the gate to make sure, to keep an eye out for any elves that might be headed our way.
You stand at the gate, or you stand at the top of that ladder?
Well, I run. Well, I figured that the ladder, Dakota and Talos are coming up the ladder with the slaves, so I'm going to run with the first group of slaves toward the gate, see if we encounter any elves on the way.
Yeah, I follow suit. Flip the coin. Already flipped the coin. And Sand follow him.
Yeah, no, you're good. Any of the elves coming out are being taken care of by the other slaves.
Yeah, so I just go toward the gate, and presumably, I assume Taos and Dakota are behind me with the other groups.
Yeah, I'm behind.
As the slaves get out, and you three are standing at the gate, you have a choice. Do you leave and run, or do you turn back and reap?
Well, the coin hasn't led me astray yet, so follow the coin. And it's saying to leave.
Yeah, they look like they got this place covered. We don't know what could be there 10 miles from this gate, so let's just go with the slaves, make sure they get to their location in one piece.
And
Tala?
Tala?
I guess I have to follow suit.
You don't have to.
Mm.
You can do whatever you want.
Go. The dice say go.
Okay. And the three of you leave with your freedom. And it is the start of a brand new era. Neldor and Aravae. As I said before, those weren't their real names. Those were names that they chose. The slaves in Alethnor, and I'm gonna try and put this in as vague a way as possible. The female slaves would often give birth to the children of their slavers. Let's put it that way.
Joyful.
Neldor and Aravae were two such children of these relations, and their parents had long since passed on. Their human parents had long since passed on. They never met them. Their real names were given to them by their slavers, and they reject them. They've taken the names Neldor and Aravae for themselves. And when you escape, they eventually meet up where they said they would meet up with you. And all the slaves they've freed, they form a resistance army. They escape to the other side of the continent, to the ruins of the castle of a kingdom that Alethnor had previously wiped out, for no reason other than they could. And over the next few decades, Neldor and Aravae rebuild that kingdom, an inclusive, accepting kingdom of all races, even orcs and half-orcs that typically everybody hates. And they eventually are viewed as the king and queen of this kingdom. They have 3 children. 2 of them would go on to be the kings of the kingdoms of Blencathra and Caphelion. Now, this is probably going to sound very foreign to not only you as the players, but anybody listening, with the exception of my home group, because 135 years after the events of the game that we just played, half-elves have a decent lifespan. 135 years later is when my home game takes place, in the kingdoms of Blencathra and Caphelion. And the players in my home game have interacted with the children of Neldor and Aravae. So the game you just played is not only a prequel, but it's essentially the origin story for the present-day world that my games are set in.
Nice.
Wow.
And holy crap, was that fun!
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So many unexpected turns.
That was a lot of fun. That was really good for a session that I had 4 hours to come up with?
Yeah, it's about 4 hours, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I particularly liked the part where the mage, which is supposed to be the hardest enemy, goes down in 3 turns, and the enemy I was supposed to take out survives to get backup. You never know what to expect when Milo's around.
I just like Arc Strike punching that one soldier in the beginning. just thunderous punch.
And the cool thing about this is you guys survived. So one day we could have another session of this, even though, the general future is set in stone. the future of your characters necessarily isn't.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we
yeah.
could do
Milo,
sections with these characters.
Milo just gets into trouble everywhere he goes through no fault of his own, being a card shark and all.
And Dakota still needs to get revenge on all the captain, on all the guard, the city guard, for all the shit they put her through.
Yeah, I think there could be a lot of. I've been wanting to do a campaign set in the past in my world, and I think even if this is just like a series of one shots, I still think it'd be fun to do.
So
yeah,
we good
well-
to.
There's a lot of stories to be told with these characters in this time period. It's been fun. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you for letting me tell this story in my world. And
I still need to spread the word of dice, so I'm always down.
Yeah, and
anyone who might be watching this, have a good night.
yep.
Everybody keep smiling.
Thanks for watching.
Good night, everybody.